Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello,
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Can
We
you?
apologize. We had a couple of programs going on and we've got some technical difficulties, but we're here. We're here now. Thank you all for chiming in and being patient and waiting on us for this special occasion, this Black History Gospel Music Salute. We're so happy to have you with us. We were trying to wait on Pastor Rudolph Stanfield coming from a service. Dr. Gregory Troy is here and you are here, and we're going to begin this celebration and share what we're going to do, everybody. Those of you that are calling in or just coming online, hopefully you'll come on where we can see you, because I see names, I don't see no people. We want to see your lovely faces. That was the purpose of bringing you on Zoom, so we can have you on here with us. So y'all hit those cameras and come on, so when we go to you, we'll be able to, that's what I'm talking about. And we'll be able to go down the list. What we're going to do is those of you that chime in, we're going to ask you to just give the names of a musician, a singer, choir director that you want to honor, past and present, those that have gone on to be with the Lord, and certainly to those that you might know that are still around, sharing this wonderful music called gospel music. We've got a list now. I'm telling you, there's so many names we can call and honor today, and we want to do it in an orderly fashion. So welcome. Who do we have? Let me see. Look like I see Brother David Brock. Is that you?
That's me.
Oh, blessings to you, my friend. So happy to have you on.
I'm glad to be on here. I'm excited about this.
Yes, yes. Well, listen, we'll start right with you, and then our host will fill in all of the blank spots as we go. Just give us the names of those who you want to honor, past and present.
Okay. I'd like to honor, by this being Black History, there's so many, but I can name like a few. The late James Cleveland. I once played for him. I thank God for him. Oh, and just in case you know, just in case you don't know, I played along with this guy. He went on to be with the Lord. Minister Thomas Anthony Whitfield. Yes, I played along with him. And I'd like to honor you, Bishop Andre Woods. You used to be my piano teacher at the Gospel Music Workshop of America. Dr. Gregory Troy, I honor you just as well. I do. From what I understood, you had a birthday.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we thank God. All right, all right. And Rudy Stanfield, whenever he gets here, I would like to honor him. I also played along with Richard Smallwood. I like to honor him just as well. Those great musicians right there. I mean, I just really thank God for you all that have paved the way for me as far as that's concerned. I talked with Rudy a long time ago. I told him I salute him, as well as Troy. Troy used to be my piano teacher at the GMWA too. And oh yeah, the late great Professor Frank White. I thank God for him. He was my organ teacher at GMWA just as well. And just listening to you guys, every time I play the organ, they'll say, oh yeah, that's that Detroit sound. Yes, because I used to be a former delegate. I used to play for the Southwestern Michigan Chapter Choir. And that's when I ran into the Detroit chapter. I once helped you all out in New York, as far as that's concerned. And I remember I was singing, I think it was either alto or soprano, and Reverend Gregory Troy was laughing at me.
All right.
But I sung the part. I sure did.
Yep, you did.
But it was just all about helping out each other. I used to help out Chicago Metro chapter choir. For those of you that, just in case you know or don't know, Michael Stokes. I found that he's my cousin, and so him just as well. And every time I get, and because of you all, the Lord has blessed me. I got an organ in my house, 4 keyboards, and every time I play, I think about you guys. And Bishop Woods, whenever we get together, I still want to learn how to play If You Want to Be Blessed by the Voices of Tabernacle, so that you can listen to me so I get it right. I once played it for, I didn't think I got it right for the Craig Brothers. The Craig Brothers was in Benton Harbor. And I think one of them had to preach at Pilgrim Rest. And I didn't think I got that song right. But one of these days we're gonna get together, you know, actually get, so that you can listen to me as to how I got that song right. But those musicians, I salute to this day and forever. I do.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for chiming in and coming on and sharing with us on today. That's such a blessing. And we appreciate you. You can hang out with us for a minute. Listen,
Sure.
people are
yes.
in the
Oh,
comment section. You all are calling names that we have on our list. Thank you, Eunice Wade. We honor Denard McClary. We honor Chris Jones, son of Dr. Gregory Troy, and then Michael Minden Gall.
Yeah.
W. Howard, thank you. My friend Julius Dix from Rochester, New York. Bless you, my brother, for chiming in. And then who was this? Tangi Songbird Crowley. I think I got that right. Thank you for joining us. We also have already on the line with us is Rita. You still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you for being here today. And just let us know who you want to honor.
I'd like to honor Gregory Troy.
You done went back off camera on me. I see.
Oh, I did? I'm sorry.
You.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there I am. Okay. I'd like to honor Gregory Troy. He used to play at Greater Mount Moriah when I was in the mass choir there, along with Robert Nix. And that's it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
We appreciate that honor. And we've got some names that we're just going to go down the list and just start talking about. But we want everybody to know we honor everybody, even across the length and breadth of this country. Dr. Troy, we got so many friends that we remember, but of course, we can't call every, well, I guess we can make a stat, we can try it. Y'all know me, I ain't got nowhere to go, nowhere to be, so we can try it. I'm gonna start with this list because it's a list that's dear to my heart from my humble beginnings, and so many, maybe you all can relate. My grandfather, Bishop John Thomas Kerr.
Yes.
My elementary school teacher, Mrs. Mary Ostrike. Professor Chris Ware.
Yes.
Kenny Troy. Reverend Dr. Charles Nix Jr.
Yes.
Harold Smith. Elmer Lawrence
Yes.
Hendricks Parham. Dr. Patty Moss Clark.
Yeah.
You mentioned Reverend James Cleveland. Leslie Bush. Daryl Harding, Alfred
Yes.
Bolden, Professor Frank White was mentioned, Milton Pullins, Reverend
Yeah.
Oakland Mayfield, Mildred Smith, Reverend Donald Vales,
Yeah.
and we remember Dr. Mattie Moss Clark,
Uh-huh.
Professor Thomas Shelby,
Yes.
Reverend William Dancy,
Yes.
Reverend Paul Jackson,
Yes.
Brother Derek Logan at Seventh Day Adventist Church, Bishop Paul Lawson,
Yes.
Reverend Paul Jackson,
Yes.
Robert Nix, Herbert Picard, Lucille
Herbert, yeah.
John Everhart, David Goff,
Yes.
Stephanie Cofield,
Yes.
Reginald Smith,
Yes.
Elder Ronald Kersey,
Yeah.
Alonzo Atkins,
Yes.
Professor Kenneth Minor,
Yeah.
one of my school teachers, Fred Sykes, Mrs. Ruth Dansby, Janet Cole, Cleveland Cole, the Reverend C.A. Craig II, Bishop Charles A. Craig III, Bishop
Yeah.
James Lindsay Craig Sr.,
Yeah.
Charles Volley Craig IV,
Yeah.
Reverend Samuel Berry, Reverend
Yes.
Robert Berry, Terry
Yes.
Flowers, James Walker,
Mhm.
Maurice Long, John Thomas Woods, my brother, James Marks,
Yes.
Reverend James
Yeah.
Marks, Reverend Alfonso Green,
Yes.
Elder Willie Smith,
Yes.
Bishop Oscar Hayes,
Yes. Yes.
Marion
Yeah.
Gaines, Dorothy Grant, Theodore
Yeah.
Thomas, Reverend Carol Hayes, Reverend
Yeah.
Columbus Mann,
Yes.
Reverend John Robinson,
Yes.
Dr. Dorgan J. Needham,
Yeah.
Mildred Means, Reverend
Decatur
Decatur Moore.
Yes.
And if you remember this, Gregory, Michael Counts from Burnett,
Yes. Michael.
Jimmy
yes.
Kane, Dr.
Yes.
Joseph Norris from Burnett, Milton Hackett, Minister Winston Poe,
Yes.
the one and only Jimmy Dow, JD,
Yes, sir. He was been a friend of
Sidney
mine.
Holmes,
Yeah.
Yes.
Sidney Holmes, Daryl Houston,
Yeah.
Geraldine Duncan Lattimore,
Yes.
William Smith,
Mhm.
Yes.
Roderick Red Edwards,
Yes.
and solid as a rock man from Highland Park, Chris Jones, big
Chris,
boy.
Yes. Yes.
Chris.
Mrs. Jean
uh-huh.
Anderson from Anderson Memorial Church of
Oh,
God
yeah,
in
yes.
Christ.
Yes. Yes.
Anthony Holston, Reverend Maceo Woods, Elder
Yeah.
George Jordan, Ralph Goodpastor, Fred Nelson Sr., Julia May
Yes.
Kennedy, Joseph Hemingway, Viola Sawders, Chocolate Drops, James Hale, James Long, Reverend Ralph Long, Timothy
Yeah.
Hurd, Hank Neal, Dr. Valma Willis, and just
Yeah.
recently, Ray Daniels, Professor Kenneth Minor, of course. There are so many other, Professor Thomas Shelby,
Mhm.
Yes.
at
Bethel.
New Bethel Baptist Church. There's a whole lot. Listen, anybody listening to us and you want to chime in, just come
Well,
on
let's
in.
go Let's go back to
Oh.
this one. Isaac Prince from the Mount Zion Baptist Church back in the day.
Isaac
Yeah.
Prince, yes.
Then you had
Um,
also Darrell Bush, Jack
Darrell
Austin
Bush.
from
Yeah.
New Mama Raya. You had
There's
Bishop Jack Nelson.
Jack,
No.
yes.
JB used to play at McFall and play a little bit at Mount Zion. JB.
JB,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Cannot
You got
forget JB.
you got Larry Ricketts.
Larry Ricketts.
And you remember Cool Papa was playing United House of Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Laverne Burks was the song at New Mama Raya. Yes, her.
Yeah, Laverne Burke, she was at St. James too.
Yeah, but both of them.
Oh, wow.
Larry McMurtry. He
Yeah.
saw background with Tommy a lot on the songs. You mentioned our boy Daryl Hardy. We still got Keith Pringle around with us. We still got Keith.
Keith. I would talk to Keith all the time.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
still got
And
Keith
let's
around.
not forget Mrs. Smith from Elerton,
Yes, Rosalie Smith, and then her husband,
Rosalie Smith,
And her
Elerton
husband.
Baptist Church. Yeah.
her husband, Dr. Elwin W. Smith.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Bertha. Just there's so many.
Um,
Reverend Benjamin Cooper that played at New Bethel.
Yeah,
Bishop
yeah.
Cooper.
And
Um,
also, let's not forget, recently, God called her home, Mrs. Bobby Jordan.
Yes, and Bobby George.
Really?
Corinthian
And
Baptist
Miss
Church.
Mack, Miss Vera Mack.
Miss Vera Mack, yes. All of these
Yeah.
musicians.
There's one in Chicago. He used to be the founder of our gospel music coalition by the name of from Chicago by the name of LaBelle Lacey.
Okay.
Val Lacey, yeah, okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It was the late Madam Jessie Hill.
Madam
remember
Jessie
her.
Hill, great
got-
singer.
You got still Michael Walker still living. Michael Walker.
Michael Walker, all of these great choirs, the Community Youth Ensemble, Gregory Brown, all of those directors that were in that choir.
Lorenzo. You remember Lorenzo? He had
Lorenzo,
his
yeah.
Do you
Joey
do-
Britton is still with us. Joey Britton. He started.
I don't know if he's still I don't know where he stays at. I met him originally from Chicago, and I think he was one of the directors for Craig Memorial Tabernacle by the name of Daryl Walker.
Daryl Walker, I'm trying to remember him.
He's light skinned. He was one of the he used to work right along with the Craig brothers. And he used to be with Ricky Dillis New Generation at one given time. Daryl Walker, I do remember him.
Well, we wanted since we had prayer time, let's not forget one of the greatest directors down by the riverside, Miss Beverly Walker.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, Lord. Can't
Yeah.
forget.
What was the drummer, Mr. James, the drummer's
Yeah,
name?
Mr. James. Yeah, Mr. James. Yeah,
Played on all the old recordings.
Yes, he did.
with
Yes, he
us.
did. You got to remember Reverend Bishop Jimmy Morton. Played
Bishop
at Burnett for
Jimmy
many
Morton,
years.
yeah, played at Burnett.
Who was
Many-
that musician that when you all came here for the General Baptist District Association, when you all came here to Ben Harbor, and you told us that there was this man, you probably already mentioned his name when you all came to New Paradise. You said he was once the musician for the Harold Smith Majestics.
Sidney Holmes.
Sidney Holmes.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
late Sidney Holmes.
Yeah.
And I had
Sidney Holmes.
I had a chance to talk with Herb Pickard one time.
Yeah.
I sure did.
I mean, you got people like Roscoe Corner, you got Kevin
Yes.
Dunnigan.
Yes.
you got,
Kevin, I talk with him all the
Carol,
time. Yeah.
we got
one of my musicians that worked with me before, I used to tease Tommy because he taking my musician, Reggie McTaw. On
Yes.
the guitar.
McTaw.
He
Yeah.
played with Chosen when we first started going on touring, and all of those great musicians back in the day. And I want to pay tribute to Brother Willie Lucas, one of the original members of our group,
Yes.
who
Yes.
sung with the St. James Adult Choir.
Yes.
Also, Oreen Cosby.
Yes.
Cosby, because she was with Chosen. She's with the Voices of Heaven. Songwriter, musician, one of the preachingest women I knew. She was an original member of Chosen.
Yes,
For
sir.
our first recording, and then she relocated to Texas. We want to remember her today. And then I want to do shout out to one of the ladies that had me in workshop, one of my first workshops, and that's Mrs. Ruthie Williams. I hope her daughter's listening. Love you, Ruthie Williams. Thank God for you. Beaumont, Texas area. And
Then we got
also,
Pat Raymore from Anderson,
Pat
Indiana.
Raymore, love you. My sister, Anderson, Indiana.
Yes,
And,
yes, yes.
all of those great people there.
And we got one here.
I think
Our
I
own
see him.
sister, Carol Cole, our own beloved
Carol,
sister,
yes,
Cole.
yes. I also remember he used to be a member of this group Joy, Hank Neal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got Hank Neal in there.
Got
Yeah.
Dale Boyce.
He's going on to be with the Lord too.
Okay.
All of them. But listen, there's so many of the. I want to get to some of these who are still here with us.
Okay.
Apostle, look like I see my friend Apostle Marnie. Lane is on the line.
Hey,
Apostle,
Bishop.
how you doing?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So glad to have you on with us.
Thank you
Yes.
so much. I'm trying to be, behind the scenes with this one right here because he's making a little. Yes, but I'm definitely here listening in.
Yeah,
I'm saying?
thank you.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, Apostle Dr. Troy, God bless you.
That's my
God bless
Dr.
you.
Troy.
Nice meeting you. Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice to meet you. But this is interesting. So
Yeah.
I'm behind the
We-
scenes. I might have questions.
Okay, yeah, well, we're gonna call the roll some more. Some of
Okay.
the great musicians and singers from across the country. All right, y'all, we going back. Anthony done jumped in. Y'all better get in before he start, cause you know everybody. Anthony, I'd say I better get him before he get me. So, but listen, we cannot forget the Reverend James Moore,
Yes, Lord.
Yes.
the late
Yes,
he has a
Reverend
son.
James Moore, right out of Detroit, Michigan.
Does he have a
Uh,
son?
Yes, he got
Yeah.
some, everybody trying to claim him, and we thank God for him. Then I want to give a shout out to our buddies in Memphis, Derek Jackson, man, one of the playing this guy,
Derek.
and Mance H. Hand, bless you, man.
Yeah,
We
Walter.
love that boy. I mean, that man. We talk like that to each other, but we
Walter
thank God for
Scruggins and
his.
Raymond. Your
Yeah.
buddies from Akron. All that
Yeah.
Akron bunch. Yes.
Raymond
How about
Hinton.
Moses Tyson?
Yeah, Moses Tyson, Raymond Hinton, and Walter Scrutchins,
Yeah.
and
Walter,
Wayne,
good friend.
and Wayne Evans. Yeah.
Wayne
Wayne
Evans.
Evans,
I talk with
and,
him all the time.
and Wendell Craig Woods,
Yes.
and Darnell DeBose over at Galilee, and
Yes.
then
Yes.
Ray
got
Hunter
Grenade
over
Hunter.
there.
Renee Hunter is the song
Renee
he told me.
Hunter, Don Byers, all my chosen folk, Earl
Yeah.
Fisher, and
How about
Dina
Clarence
Wilcox,
Blair?
Sharon Adams, all
Yeah.
of the singers, evangelists,
So there, Butler.
yes, Saderia Butler, and then I was just trying. She's an evangelist now. She's over at Calvary. I'm trying to get. I just was looking at her picture. My God, you can tell I got two more years on me.
No comment.
Yeah, my God.
Oh, we forgot one person, and I just saw him tonight. The one and only, the Bishop Edgar L. Van.
Yeah,
He-
musician.
Yeah, I played along
Yeah.
with him one
Yeah,
time.
you guys, Bishop Charles Ellis that played the drums for the out of El Corliss for 1 minute.
Yeah,
Bishop Ellis.
we got Larry Otis and
Yeah.
his wife Gail Smith Otis.
Yes.
Matter of fact,
And
they're chiming in. I'm back to my comments now. I can see folk listing names. Thank you all. If you got a musician's name, come on live with us. Don't hang out there. Come on live. I want to see y'all.
What's
Is it my turn yet?
No.
No, it ain't your turn yet, Anthony. No.
No, wait a minute, Reverend Dr. Gregory Troy.
We better let him go. Come on. He at work. Come on. Come on, Anthony. We're gonna
But
give
you
you
know, there are so many musicians that have touched the lives, not just my life, but so many. Of course, Bishop Woods, as you can tell, we're brothers, we're friends. Gregory Troy.
Yes,
I mean, there's so many musicians that have just touched the lives and have touched mine. Reverend Charles Nix Jr. I know a lot of them have been mentioned. But I think about some of my other friends, such as Kevin James at St. Stephen's in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes.
Michael Young down in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
And Donnell Patterson, my good friend up in New England, up there at Boston. And Richard Austin, master's prepared from Juilliard University. He's in New Jersey. And you mentioned Wayne Evans. I used to work with his sister Kim Evans when I was in DC. So of course it brings another group of people, Reverend Donald Vales.
Yes.
It also brings to the mind Patrick Lundy,
Patrick.
Richard Smallwood. There's just such a plethora of musicians. Even I hope you watch it. Oh, Ed Dawson.
Yeah, yeah. he
I
probably
guess
watched it.
I remember Ed
He's in
Dawson and
Phoenix
I
now.
went to Albion College together and we were playing around on the organ there. But, you know, there are just so many musicians that we just can't name it all. Detroit has really, in my opinion, been singled out
Yeah,
in
yeah.
areas of extraordinary artists.
Yeah, and we thank
Uh,
everybody. They jumping in the comment section, and we appreciate y'all. We just trying to call them one by one, but they on the same line with us, calling the names we gonna call. We got them on our list. Kenneth Alexander,
Yes,
you Philip Johnson,
yes,
Alvin Waddles, Brandon
Yes.
Waddles,
yes,
Bishop Earl Wright Jr.
yes.
Yes.
the one
His
and
brother
only.
Mike,
And
brother
you
Mike.
can't help but mention his name, Elder A. Jeffrey LaValle.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dr. Kenneth Wilson.
Yes.
Greg Pearson.
yes,
Yeah.
Pearson. David Berry. Reverend Michael Berry. And of
yes,
course, the late Samuel Berry and the late Robert Berry. All of these great musicians that been among us. And of course, Bishop, both Murphys, William Murphy Jr.,
yes, yes,
Murphy the
And we
second.
can't forget Ted Thomas.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
Ted Thomas.
yes.
Reverend Carol Cole. Yeah, we call, see you late. We called him early. No, but these are some of the movers and shakers, and even from across the country. I got to jump out there in St. Louis, Missouri.
Dello,
Joseph Price,
Price, yes, sir.
great musician. Geraldine Gallagher, and
Yes,
and then of course our songbird, who is the president. We honor her, Mrs. Gentry today.
yes, yes.
Thank God for Dr. Mary Beth Gentry and Dello Thetford, all of
Yeah.
our musician friends out in Kelly Kyle. And listen, I'm trying to remember everybody's name, and all of the great
Just go back
musicians.
from Jay, used to be from Omaha to
Jay
Rico Way.
Terrell,
Jay Terrell, he's doing good. He's down in
who's
San
down in
Antonio.
Texas. Yeah,
Then you got the late Doretha Wade Wilkerson, Reverend
Yeah.
Wade's sister. Her daddy passed at Salem Baptist Church in Omaha, Nebraska, where Reverend Cleveland recorded I Don't Feel No What's Happening. The thing behind that story, Reverend Nixon had started Free Spirit, and they, Redeeming Church of Christ, Bishop J.L. Adams of Chicago, came to St. James, and they broke that song out on us. I don't feel no what time. Well, later on at night, we were gathered to eat somewhere, and there was a keyboard there. I never forget it. Me and my brother Woods, we sat at the piano. We were trying to pluck it, trying to remember. I don't feel no what's time. Well, sure enough, the late Reverend James Lee was sitting there listening. That ain't how it go. Next thing we heard it, it was recorded. We was trying to play it, Reverend memorized it and record it. And I'll never forget that we had just heard it that Friday night at St. James in Detroit. Next thing we hear, it's on the
he doesn't
Oh,
record.
wow.
That's how he do. Yeah. All right, we back to roll calling. Maurice.
Did they say Daryl?
Yeah,
Yes.
you late. We told you late.
Oh, the
now.
guy from Joy, Daryl and Hank Neal.
Daryl Bush. Yeah.
Y'all in.
We mentioned
Real
him.
good.
Here we are. William
Joy.
William
Joy.
Maurice Caldwell.
Right.
William Maurice Caldwell.
You still
And,
got what's his name?
Did it say Oprah Mayfield?
Yeah, we got all
Yeah.
them. Goddamn.
Yeah, we got
There's a
Francis
cousin of mine
Chandler?
that plays. I'm sorry.
Francis Chandler.
yeah, still around. She's still
Still
here.
around.
There's a cousin of mine that plays for but he directs and plays for the Chicago Metro Mass Choir. My cousin Michael Stokes.
Okay.
Good,
Uh,
good.
Our buddy in Chicago, the Reverend Eric Thomas.
Yeah, Pastor Eric. Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Fred
And
Nelson.
Robert Wooden. But we're gonna keep the name rolling. I wish we had time to tell all the stories, but we don't. Robert Wooden, and then you got
Fred Nelson,
Fred
Lisa.
Nelson Jr. and
His sister
and his
Lisa.
sister Lisa Nelson,
Yes, Lord.
accomplished musicians,
Yes.
all of them from across the country. And then you got Reverend Quincy Fielding Jr.,
Yeah.
great songwriter. Of course, we cannot forget Edwin and Walter Hawkins.
Never
Mhm.
can.
Cannot forget
Kurt
them.
Carr.
The one
Kurt
and
Carr.
only, yeah, Kurt Carr, the one and only Kevin Bond, a great
Yes.
Yeah.
musician. Bill Moss here in our
Yes.
Detroit area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bill
Yes.
Moss, Jay
The
Moss,
Clark
his brother.
sisters.
Yeah,
Twinkie.
you got
Twinkle.
Swanky.
Great
And
musicians.
two-thirds of the Clark sisters, because
Yeah.
from what I understand, Karen can
Yeah.
play the drum.
And
Oh,
then
I'm
you got Bishop Rex Houston,
Yes.
you got Damian Brown, you got
Yeah.
Eddie Moore, you got, I mean, we just going on, you got Carnez Wright,
Yes.
got so many of the younger musicians. That's why Chris and Roosevelt and them need to be on here to help us with all of the new names. I don't know what they doing. They be so busy doing nothing. I'm gonna have to keep fussing at these young guys. Yeah,
I
they
can
need
see
to take
them.
opportunities like this. Now you know I'm gonna get them when I do catch them. Yeah, but all of our contemporaries, Philip, jump on here. Elder Robert Moore.
Roger, the
Yeah.
late Bishop Roger Edwards.
Yeah,
Yes.
the bishop himself.
Did you mention Keith Hunter?
No, we
Yeah,
didn't get
no,
Keith
you
Hunter.
didn't.
We was going down there from Kentucky.
Yes.
Yeah, I played this
Yeah.
song last week. God
God,
is a good God. That was
Yeah.
a national anthem when they recorded that.
Shelby Wells in Chicago.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Shelby. Yes, Shelby from Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan, Father Hayes, songwriter, a director. I mean, all
Arthur
of those-
Williams. Arthur Williams. He's in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He's originally from Chicago.
Yeah.
We
Mark
got
Taylor. Mark
Okay.
Taylor.
We
Mark
got our
Taylor,
guy here from Detroit, Arthur Mason.
Arthur Mason, and senior too. Both
Yes.
the Mason, and then you got David
Me.
Blakely. David Blakely out there.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
David Allen Blakely. Yes.
David Blakely.
There's several
You got
Blakeleys in that
Charlene
family
Moore.
that can play the keyboard.
Our friend Charlene Moore. She's still
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
Charlene,
Charlene
Becky-
Moore.
She,
Charlene Moore, Becky White, Stephen Roberts,
What's our girl to play the bass?
Stephen Roberts. You talking
Deborah
about
Perry.
Deborah
Yes.
Perry,
Yes. Yes. Excellent. Yes.
all of the musicians.
The one
Yeah.
that
The Byron Stanfield, the son of Pastor Rudolph Stanfield. Byron Stanfield.
Byron.
Yeah, Byron.
yeah, Eric Price and Ron Otis.
You got
Ron
we got a
Otis.
guy here named what's that?
I
Rodney
think
Lee.
the one that wrote "Oh Lord, How Excellent."
Oh yeah, what's her name? Yeah,
She's Chicago.
Brenda Moore.
Brenda Moore.
Yes, yes. Brenda
Did you
Moore.
mention David Allen?
Yeah,
We ain't got to David Allen yet, no, but he's out there now.
Yeah,
David
yeah,
Allen from
David Allen.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and then
The late
Winston
Robert
Poe.
Franklin. The
we
late
call
Robert
Winston. George
Yeah.
Pass from North Carolina.
Did
Madam
you mention
Mary
Winston
Hayes.
Poe already?
Yeah, Winston Pope. Yeah, we did that. You got what's my boy? Just mentioned. We did David Allen. Yeah, David Allen.
Sorry, yeah.
All right, let's get to our other homeboy. We got Darius
What's the
Twyman.
address?
We got Derek Mylan. We got
Yeah.
Dr. Michael Fletcher, Evangelist Sandy Rose, all
Yeah.
of our workshop folk, and all of the other musicians. Tim Turner, drummer, Tony
Yes.
Lucas. We
Sweet.
got Dale Humphreys, all of these great musicians, and we salute all of you. And listen, if we forget somebody, help us out. We don't want to leave nobody out. If we-
Rodney Lee.
Did
Right,
you
right.
mention me?
Yeah. And David Brock, yeah, we got to get their names in there. And all of the musicians, there's so many musicians in all of the conventions. Donald Lawrence.
Steve Jones from Chicago.
Steve
Jones,
Jones,
Yeah,
Gotta mention
choir
Donald
master.
Lawrence
yes,
and Sherrod Grant.
yes, right.
Thank you all. Oh, the one and only. And then, of course, Reverend James Jones
Yes.
over at Abundant Light, who is a musician and a songwriter.
Brent,
One of our
what's
guys-
his name? Brent Easton. He's the drummer for Ricky Dill's New Generation.
Oh,
Yeah.
all the musicians are good. They're all great.
Yeah,
They're all
I
good.
don't know them all, the new guys all by name, but we salute Ricky Dillard and New G
Yes, Lord.
and my girl.
James Chambers and the Ecclesiastes Community Choir out of
Yes.
Chicago.
Oh,
I used to play
yeah,
for them.
yeah.
Yes.
We used to come to Chicago for them. Yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I used to play for them all the time.
All
about
of the
3 years.
soloists that came through the
Bruce
chorus.
Busby,
I mean, oh yeah, man.
Yes, it's Ruth Busby.
Yeah, yeah.
Sarah Jordan Powell.
The late was Lucretia Campbell.
Chris,
Lucretia?
yeah. That's
Yes.
who sung, oh Lord, how excellent.
Yeah,
Put that
yes.
song
Oh,
on the map. And
Woo.
then you remember Timothy Hurd.
yes.
Timothy
yeah.
Hurd.
Timothy Hurd. Dr. Ela Quint Weaver, thank you, Faye.
Yeah. Yeah.
We was getting all these names that we haven't got to. Some of them.
Sandra Smith.
Sandra Smith, yeah.
Yes. At the Whitfield Company. Gwendolyn Petty.
Leonard Robertson.
You remember Gwendolyn Petty used to play the drums. Or at Elerton. The Petty player.
Leonard Robinson, he sung tenor for the company.
Okay.
Connect. And that Julius just passed away. Remember Julius, the bass. He
One
kept that
director
bass
too.
You
Leonard
mentioned
Robinson.
the McTaw guy. I think Chris McTaw.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Thank you, Andrea Williams, Ruthie Williams. Thank you.
We gotta
And
remember, we got
Evangelist
to-
Esther Smith. Thank you, Faye.
Yes.
again.
Oh, I
the
talk
late-
with her all the time.
the late William Brown.
Yeah,
Milligan.
William Brown.
Then you got
John Everhart.
Betty,
Betty Matthews.
yeah, but it's another
Director.
one.
Betty Keller, that song with
Nelson.
You got Betty Griffin, the song with the Cleveland Singers. You had
You're talking
Michael
about Betty
Harris.
Nelson out of Texas.
yeah.
Betty
Yeah.
Nelson and Michael Harris.
Yeah, Michael Harris. Yeah, he mentioned Darryl Hardy. We know Chris. We know Keith is still
And-
around.
You got Jack Nelson too.
Yeah, I got Jack Nelson.
Yeah. Let's switch channels to singers for a minute
Okay,
before we go back
okay.
to musicians. I mean, we mentioned Dr. Velma Willis. There was Izora Hollingsworth. Renee Thomas is still around. So many singers.
Eleanor James.
Eleanor James, and certainly we miss our sweetheart, Latricia Pat Davis,
Yes.
and so many, Reggie Williams from that era, and then other soloists from around the city and the country. Sarah Jordan Powell was always one of my favorites.
Ruby Terry.
Yes.
Ruby Terry.
Yeah. All of these great soloists and singers. Of course, how can we forget when we talk about Chicago, the Reverend Milton Bronson,
Yeah.
and all of those soloists.
This hit the East. This hit the East Coast. The Reverend Timothy Wright, Bishop.
Yeah.
Bishop Timothy
Yeah.
Wright,
Yes.
and
Donna
Lee
Blakely
Blakely.
Jackson. She's the one that led the song. Keep your loving arms around me. She
Yeah,
did that
yeah.
one.
Yeah, Bishop
Did
Hezekiah- Bishop
Dolores
Hezekiah
A. Taylor
Wilson.
did Dolores A. Taylor Love that led the song "Never Say No to Jesus" for the Tommies.
Yeah.
She also
and then-
Leanne-
led a song for the Coraliers.
Leanne Fain.
Leanne Fain.
yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, another preaching woman of God, evangelist, pastor Beatrice Gardner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jackie McCullough.
Jackie
Yes.
McCullough. Yeah.
Bishop,
Jackie McCullough.
yes, Bishop Jackie McCullough. We forgot to mention our own
Yvette
homeboy.
Blunder.
Yeah, Yvette Blunder. Yeah, our own homeboy, Bishop Paul S. Morton.
Yeah. Right
Yeah.
out of Detroit. His sister
Gwen
Gwen,
Morton.
all of the Mortons, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, John Willis, Joyce Miller. Thank you, Faye, LaBarbara
Gwen
Whitehead,
Morton and
Yeah, we got
Denise
Fred
Morton.
Althea, Ronald Leggett, and Mary Abraham.
Right. And John Willis, just a very excellent musician from Detroit. The son of the
Yes.
late Zelma Willis, John Willis.
And
His brother.
also a household name around Detroit. Thank you, Faye, again. David Ball,
Yes, David Ball.
Yeah.
one of my favorite. And then he and we would go out to hear them sing when there's one of my favorite restaurants out there in Troy, the Manjan. We would go hear David and Orthea Barnes.
Yes.
Oh,
Kennedy,
yeah,
yes.
Barnes.
When they were singing and doing stuff together. Denise Morton, Quintella Conway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thank you all. And then I want to salute Dr. Cheryl Merchant.
Yes.
Great musician.
Lucille Lemon.
Lucy,
Yes.
oh yeah. Lucy
Yes.
Lemon. Cynthia Felder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Faye, you're a good historian. You hired. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Eunice. Pastor Lydia Wright.
Yes, sir.
Mildred
Lydia Wright
Scott.
and LaBarbara Whitehead.
LaBarbara, she's
Yeah,
still
we
with us.
called her.
LaBarbara Whitehead. The late Joe Harris, the late Elder Joe Harris.
Yeah, Superintendent Joe Harris,
Yes.
who wrote
The
that
Craig
song, I
brothers
Want to Be a Follower of Christ.
Yes.
Oh, you mentioned the Craig brothers, James and Charles Craig. I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dorothy McMillian. Thank you,
Yes,
Sandra.
Dorothy
Yes.
McMillan. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That lyric soprano.
She's an Evans. She's an Evans. She's a high soprano, Evans.
Yeah.
I remember her. She's a lead for the fellowship.
Well, we got to mention the elect Bishop Marvin Winans and the Winans.
Yeah, the mine.
All the Winans. Vicky Winans.
Vicky.
Yeah. The testimony.
All the Winans.
All
the
the
Winans.
family. BBCC. I mean,
Mama still living. She can sing.
yeah.
Their youngest
All of
brother.
them. Of course, we got to mention Pastor Donnie McClurkin.
Yes, Donnie
Donnie
McClurkin.
McClurkin.
My good friend Bishop Hezekiah Walker.
Yes, Lord.
And I'm gonna go a little ways back, go back to the institutional days.
Yes.
Pastor Frank Williams,
Yes.
be a part of the gospel music workshop, and
Bishop
And-
J.C. White.
Bishop
Yeah.
J.C. White, yeah, and Mr. Hammond Organ himself, Butch Haywood,
Yes. Bush.
with New York, Donnie Harper, New York
Yes.
Community Choir,
Yeah.
We got
all of those
Go-
great-
the Bishop Richard White Clean.
Bishop Clean, yeah.
I
Richard
talk with
White.
them all the time. Yeah.
And then we
And-
got to mention Bishop, our chairman, Bishop Albert James,
Bishop Albert James.
Albert Jameson. Yes.
Triborough.
Triborough Mass Choir. Where do we go from here?
And then we got to
Philadelphia Mass
mention
Choir.
the late Isaac Douglas.
Yes, say
Woo!
New Year-
The
New
Raspberry
York
Singers.
Community Choir, and also his musician, Bishop Freddie Washington.
yes,
who's
Rodina Preston.
Yeah, Rodina Preston, of course, Billy Preston, all of them that Helen,
Ricky Grundy helped put Pentecostal
Ricky,
choir together.
Ricky.
Ricky
Yeah.
Grundy,
Ricky Grundy.
Joy.
And I got to remember my publisher, Francine Harding
Yes,
from Hen Fan Music,
yes.
who was my first music publisher years ago, that published my song and helped me a whole lot.
We got one guy we didn't add in Detroit, Dexter Smith. Dexter,
Yes, Dexter
Dexter,
Smith
yeah.
and his son.
his son, absolutely.
Of course, we mentioned the Hawkins. What we go a little further to mention Tremaine and Shirley and all of the
All of them,
sisters and
Shirley
Daniel,
Miller, yeah.
the organist,
Daniel, all of them.
Joel, and
Yeah.
everybody that was a part of that musical aggregation. Tremaine Hawkins, and then
Douglas
thank
Miller,
you.
you mentioned
We
Doug
mentioned
Miller.
Keith Pringle, but then there's LaShawn Pace,
Yes.
Pace
Sean
sisters,
Pace Rose. Yeah.
and I'm trying to remember, Dr. Jonathan Greer.
Yes.
Jonathan
Out of
Greer.
Atlanta. Yes.
The D Boys brothers from California.
Yeah.
The Du Bois. Then you got
Then we
Jonathan
go
Greer.
back to
Douglas
St.
Miller.
Louis.
Maurice
And mention-
Culpepper.
Maurice Culpepper, who was the director
Yeah.
of that great choir. He's worthy, yes.
You know,
Yeah.
like I
And
said,
we-
we can't
we
forget
go-
Doug Miller. Can't forget that. Can't
Douglas
forget
Miller. Can't do it. Can't
Yeah,
forget
we
him.
remember Douglas Miller. And we remember Dr. George West. Thank you, Eunice Wade.
Dr.
And,
Agee too. Dr. Agee. George
J.
Agee.
Moss. J. Moss.
Yeah.
we
George
mentioned J.
Agee.
Moss.
Then you had then we had Queenie Lennox from
Queen
Chicago.
Lennox.
Yeah,
Lamont-
all of the
Lamont
Lennox
Lennox.
from their daddy, all the
Yeah.
brothers that played.
Oh yeah. All those
Director.
siblings.
And
Yeah.
one of the directingest men I know, Reggie McCracklin, the fellowship.
Woo!
And we got to mention Ludella
Yes.
Ludella
Evans.
Evans Reed.
Yeah, yes.
And we got to give a shout out to Richard
Mama
Gibbs.
Lou.
We got Richard Gibbs.
Richard Gibbs. I
Yes.
talk with him all the time.
Richard, yes.
And my good friend, Apostle and his wife over there at Progressive Life Giving Word, Professor Donald Alfred, Apostle Donald Alfred, and then
DeAndre
Pastor,
Patterson.
Pastor DeAndre Patterson,
Yes.
and all of
Brian
our-
Thomas from Toledo.
Yeah, and we got to mention Brian Gary here.
Yep.
Both
Chris
Brian Garys.
Elder Chris Holden.
Yeah, Elder
Chris Holden. Yes.
Yeah.
My sister, Dorothy Gardner. He
Yeah.
saved my soul. The company.
Thank you, Faye. See, y'all need to come on live. The Barrett sisters,
Uh,
Pastor Shirley
Carlos-
Caesar,
He's
Albertina
an
Walker.
unsung. He's an unsung person by the name of Carlos Moody.
Oh, yeah, we remember Carlos.
Lord, I'm available to you.
Yes.
Number one.
Phenomenal
Dorothy
songwriter.
Norwood. And then I'm gonna go down my page again. Vanessa Bell Armstrong, everybody give her a hand, please.
Yes.
Yes, I used to play
That's
for her.
Lisa Page Brooks.
Yes.
Demita Bass and Chandler and Nene. We mentioned Oscar Hayes. But let's remember Bishop Michael Brooks,
Yes.
You know,
Michael Brooks.
who was a part of Commission. Fred
Commission.
Hammond and all of the commission, all of the guys.
He
Fred
he
Hammond.
let us. What's his
Yeah.
name? He's a bishop now. That came out of commission.
I don't know who that is.
He never would have made it.
Oh, you talking about yeah.
Marvin
He's a-
Sapp.
Why was that? We can't
Bishop
forget.
Marvin Sapp, yeah. And then some of our own local people. Now, I remember this young lady, they used to stand on the chair and have to sing. She's still singing, Pamela Martin.
Yes.
Bless you, Pam.
Yes.
And then,
And Mother Shirley M.K. Berkeley.
oh, for real, yes.
Yeah. Washington.
Jimmy, my boy Jimmy, one of the drummers, like he must sleep with them drums. Jimmy Russell, blessings to you, man. And,
We gotta pay homage
Bishop
to the late-
James A. Williams.
bro, we gotta pay a tribute to the late Derek Lee, Bobby Jones musician.
Derek Lee. Yeah, he passed away not too long ago.
Derek Lee,
Phenomenal
Bobby
musician.
Jones, and Bishop Greg Davis, choir director.
Great. Yes.
And who else? We got Milton Brunson, got Marvin Sapp. Sherry
His-
Nunn
his-
Berry, thank you.
Jerry Garrison.
His
Yes.
son, Brunson's son, Melvin Brunson.
Darius Brooks. Darius Brooks.
Yeah,
You got
there
the
is.
late Al Hobbs out of Indianapolis.
Yeah,
There's he passed away. He's a Schaefer. He used to play the organ in Chicago.
Nash Schaefer.
Nash Schaefer.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
son is preaching now in pastor in
Yeah,
Chicago.
remember?
Yeah.
Nash, yes.
Wonderful organist.
And of course, we remember all of the folk across the country who were connected to both conventions, the Dorsey Convention, the James Cleveland Convention, the church conventions. I mean, it's just so many people.
He-
Dr. Charles Foe and the
Yes,
soul
yes,
singers,
yes,
I mean,
yes.
He
uh,
started out as a young boy, 11 or 10, 12 years old. Now he's a teenager by the name of Jaden Arnold. He's good.
we
And it's
recognize
it's just
all
it's
of
just
them.
so much phenomenal musicians. And I must say this, Bishop was talking about this, to go into the workshop now and see these young girls playing, and I mean
Yeah.
kicking it. Young teenagers, young girls kicking it organ. I like back in the day was just predominantly like the male factor. But you
So we're
got
gonna
some
call their
awesome-
names. Here we go. Pamela Jean Davis.
Yes,
You know, we got Beverly Johnson here. We called Gail Otis, Gail Smith
Beverly
Otis,
Beverly Glenn.
Beverly Glenn.
Beverly Glenn, yeah.
And we've got Sheila Odom
Yes,
here.
Sherry Caldwell.
Sherry Jackson Carwell. And there's some others. If I'm missing anybody's name,
Toll free.
y'all let us know. Alfonso Tollfree, Reverend, the one and only Reverend Larry Robinson.
Yes.
Yes.
Listen, Reverend Benny Johnson,
Yes.
Bishop Theodore Ward,
Yes.
a lot of musician pastors.
Stan,
And of course,
Stanley.
Reverend Nathan Johnson over at Tabernacle, Stanley
got-
Walden,
You got Darlene and Sarah.
Our chapter rep of the Southwestern Michigan chapter choir, he passed away by the name of Jerry Lott.
yeah, Jerry Lott, we remember.
Who was that guy in Toledo that passed away that was with the choir? The young man passed away from
Derek
Toledo.
Roberts.
Yes.
Derek
Brian,
Roberts,
our friend Brian Thomas from Toledo, a very good choir.
yeah, Shirley Norwood, thank you. And then singer, thank you, Friend Williams, Prentice Steen, thank you.
Yes.
One of Detroit's finest solo songwriters. Thank you. We remember her and recognize her today. And then Chester Baldwin. Thank you,
Yes.
Andrea.
And we got
Okay.
Herman Harris, still going strong.
Herman. Now, Faye, you just get your history book. She calling them the Jackson Southerners, the Williams brothers. We getting everybody. Frank Williams. We getting them all. I'm telling you. And
Mississippi Mass Choir, yes.
yes,
Who's
yes.
the lead singer of the Mighty Clouds of Joy?
Joe
Joe
LeGun.
Joe LeGun, yeah.
Joe LeGun. Yeah, we got Frank already, Sandra, and
Okay.
Hey, we can throw. Hey, bro, how about throwing some of these pastors in there that got favorite singing with the choirs?
yeah, who
The
else?
gospel, the man from the gospel chimes.
Well, no, the lady.
I'm not that old, so I don't know who you.
I just mentioned that because he's this magazine that I'm in.
The late Eugene Bryant, song with
Yeah.
Reverend Cleveland. and
Okay,
Pastor-
let's go back there again. Ernest Hershkin.
Yes.
Ernest
yeah.
Hurst.
Hewlett Jean Hurley. Hewlett Jean
Yes.
Hurley. Carolyn
Uh,
Hurley.
And you got
Louise Williams.
McCord.
Yeah, you know, you got all of those singers. You got Richard Rockamore. I mean, you're going back a ways, talking about historical singers. Brenda Carl and Shirley of Houston, Texas. Thank you, Dr.
Yes,
Julius.
yes.
Brenda Carlin
Including
Shirley
me.
of the BCNS. Yeah.
Yeah,
Including me.
yes.
Um,
And my sister, we honor her today, Dr. Weta Harding.
Yes.
She's in Detroit now, out of New York.
do you remember Roger Akins?
Roger Aiken? No.
Roger
Yeah.
Akins of the Chosen People. I met him at the Gospel Music Workshop in 1972.
Calvin Atkins was to be in Detroit. And we got Pam, our girl Pam from Indianapolis.
Yeah, we
Mobile.
mentioned her.
Yeah, she phenomenal.
Pamela Jean Davis. That's what
Yeah.
we're talking about.
James
She's in Texas
James
now.
Ingram.
James Ingram.
No. James Brignan. Some like
James Bignon.
Bignan.
Yeah, James
Bignan.
Bignan, yeah.
Yeah.
And that'd be
recording artist and songwriter out of Atlanta.
Milton
yeah.
Bingham.
Yeah. Thank
Milton
you.
Bigham, yeah.
Carl
Right,
Preacher.
Milton.
Thank you, Julius. And then Margaret DeRoe.
Oh, yes.
Margaret Pleasant
You
Durrell.
mentioned her. And
Yes.
then one of the smoothest cats, young guys, Mike Burrell.
Yes.
The director over the Cornerstone, over the young people, Stan Lee.
Stan
late
Lee,
Stan
yeah,
Lee.
we remember Stan Lee. I'm trying to,
Joey used to play. Remember Joey? Play for Reverend. He passed away. Joey. Mm-hmm.
what was Joy's last name?
I had to write it down.
Yeah, and we honor Pastor Bernard Rome
Yes.
in
That was
California.
not wrong.
How about
Yeah.
BJ Fears?
BJ
Yeah.
Spears
Yeah.
Spears, rather.
out of Texas, yeah.
Yeah.
And he died. Thomas Whitfield's brother, David.
Yeah, Thomas Whitfield's brother David, and his son is on. We honored them, honored David, his father's memory. We honored David, and we honored Larry Whitfield, and all of them that were a part of their great historical lineage. Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, not only Detroit, but across the country. I mean, we can go city by city.
Exactly.
Just start naming people that has been a part of the fabric of gospel music for so
What was the
long.
Voice of Supreme's musician name?
Robert
What?
Bryson.
No, the musician. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay, but
Robert can play, but it was this guy inspired Richard Smallwood. I forgot his name. This way for Voice of Supreme.
Davis.
okay.
Stanley it was his last name was Davis. Yeah.
Do you remember the Pentecostal Sounds? There were three guys out of Indianapolis,
Yeah, I
Indiana.
know you're talking about.
It was just the Pentecostals. Yeah. It was three
Yeah, I
guys
remember
singing.
The Pentecostals. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him.
Donnie somebody.
Donnie Golder.
Golder. Yeah.
And matter of fact, I'm trying to think of the pastor's name, but that's where Pam is now in Texas, because one of them relocated to Texas and started a church there.
Robert Turner.
Robert Turner and the Silver Hearts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And my good friend Patrick Foley. And
Yes.
let's go to Universal. Yeah.
Elder
Yes.
Bishop Hobbs.
You got
Clarence Payne.
yes, Clarence Payne.
Years ago.
Yes.
Yes.
Elder Bishop Hobbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we
got,
mentioned him twice.
You got him. Late Bobby Fambro.
Yep, Reverend Robert Fambro, great musician. And then we got some other young ones coming along. Donnie Marks, thank you, Pastor.
The Bishop Jeffrey Hatcher.
Yeah, Bishop Jeffrey Hatcher.
Yeah.
We mentioned the trendsetters like Alfred Bolden and Herbert Picard, of course, and then
Ron Kersey.
in that lineage, right? Yeah, Ron Kersey, and then Thomas Whitfield. So many that laid the tracks for us, and we ride on right now. You know,
They'll be doing a tribute to Tommy June the 4th.
Oh, well, okay.
And Marcel West is spearheading this. I would like to go. I'll be there in Detroit. I will be. I bought me a ticket.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
Fine with me. I'm just saying.
All right, y'all. We kind of combed the city. There is. I got some friends.
Laverna
Okay,
Mason. The Reverend Laverna Mason.
Yeah, we mentioned her, Laverna Mason, and then can't forget Jay Callahan.
No,
You know,
okay.
one of them quiet musicians. You know. Kenneth Martin out of the Flint area, and then even a lot of these younger guys. I just don't have all of their names, but You got guys that like David Buford over at Perfecting, and you got other musicians. Alex Goss,
Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
we've been knowing him, a great musician that have come up the ranks. And there's so many of them that are doing so well and carrying on the legacy of great gospel music. So we just wanted to just do a roll call and call names and show them some love, because this pandemic has claimed a lot of our singers,
Yes.
a lot of our musicians and preachers, and we just wanted to do something to just
Say we love you.
honor their memory and honor the ones
Love
who
and
can pick up the
appreciate.
ball and keep running with it. And we
Love and
appreciate you
appreciate
so
it.
much. You know, yeah, we remember Reverend Eddie Moore.
Yes.
And yeah, a lot of y'all repeat names now. We kind of got them. If you missed them, some of them we've already called.
When you mentioned them, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. My brother Ray heard y'all today, and Ray Hunter, part of Chosen. And then you know, we didn't even touch on like the quartets, the trumpets, and the
Silver
hard
Heart.
touches, the silver harps, and
Junior
all of the-
Everett. Junior
yeah,
Everett.
the great singers, Pastor
Nene
Walter
Williams.
Allen Steen,
Yeah.
and Blessed, and
Nene
got-
Williams.
yeah,
Nene Williams. Yeah.
yeah, that's the trumpets.
Yes.
Nene Williams and all of the girls. I
The
mean,
Petty Singers. Back in the day, the Petty Singers. Yes.
yeah, the petty singers. Now, what was Yvonne's last name? I was trying to remember her name. She was like the manager over the kids choir back then years ago at New Starlight Baptist Church when we were all growing up. And you remember Reverend James Love?
Yes.
Yeah, we remember him. And same thing with Michael Montgomery.
Well,
He
Lorenzo.
sang at Mount Carmel.
Bruh. Pastor Samson Matthew's son.
Terrence Matthews.
Yes.
Yeah, we remember him. Great songwriter.
Yeah.
He taught us a song I never forget. He came over and taught a song for our homecoming celebration one year. Yeah.
The director over the Gospel Soul Children of New Orleans, Albert Hadley.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Soul Children.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Soul Children. Man, I mean,
Every time.
yeah. Those were some exciting times in musicals that we had.
Charles
So, yeah.
Bowles.
Well, you know, I will bring this up. Wings Over Jordan Choir.
Yeah.
That goes way.
I mean, you start digging into the Brockington Ensemble. And
Yes.
Yeah.
you start going back and picking up Utterbach and his choir and all of those trendsetters.
Donnie Hopper, New Jersey. You're right. Back
Yeah,
then.
yeah. You go back a long ways to come up through history. You know, Cleophas Robinson.
Yes.
The Thorn Trio.
Yeah, and then you go back. I was getting ready to go back to Jesus Dropped the Charges that Mr. Clean wrote. Dr. Clean wrote for the O'Neill twins.
The O'Neills, Edgar and
Edward. Yeah,
Edward.
yeah, Edgar. They were phenomenal.
Professor Charles Pike. He's the one that played for the Barrett sisters.
Yeah. And once I got a guy that smiled on me, Isaiah
Jones.
Isaiah Jones. Yeah.
Yes, out of California.
Isaiah Jones. And now we will tell that story.
Eddie Robinson.
Oh yeah, that wrote for Tessie Hill and the Voices of Tabernacle.
He
and
wrote
his own
Allow
group.
Me.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Marion Gaines and the Marion Gaines singers.
Yes.
So all of them that everybody had a group. Chris Ware had a group called Chris Ware and the Ware Specials.
Yeah,
I don't know why you don't remember Roger Akins and the Chosen People. I remember them.
remember Mac used to sing with Roger Edwards. Mac. He used to sing with Roger Edwards. Then Derek Ripson. And now used to sing with who did he sing with? He sung in Detroit with Roger Edwards.
Yeah, he sung with the Voices of Deliverance too.
Yeah.
Donald had that choir before he moved
Yeah.
to Indianapolis. Yeah, Derek Ransom.
Yeah.
You got Joy Britton's sister, Gabby.
Yeah. And her son is taking off. I mean,
Yes.
Mark J. And then you got Brian Preston. Just getting ready to go there. Thank you. Brian Preston with Spirit. I think it was Spirit Community Choir, and then Lorenzo Turner with Rejoice.
Yes.
Ray Garrett. He's a pianist along with Shelby Wells. Ray Garrett.
That's in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just mentioned musicians, so I'm just saying.
Yeah. All of these guys, I believe do good recognition because they did so much.
Yes, they were.
Sometimes, back in the day when radio broadcasts were popular, sometimes they call their name, sometimes they didn't. But we knew somebody had to be on those pianos and organs and drums, keeping it going. Yeah. And then of course, thank you very again, Philip Britton, that directed here for us. His father, Senior,
Melvin
Senior, was also a director, and Philip went on to New Orleans with Bishop Morton before the Lord called him home. Charmaine Coleman, Detroit Baptist Temple, Roseville.
You remember Gabriel Harding in Delegation?
Yes,
Delegation,
Harding,
yes.
Delegation, out of Philadelphia. And then of
Who
course,
were the musicians that played for the Charles Fold Singers?
I can't think of his name.
I didn't know their names personally. It's been so long.
Okay.
But I remember Ron, one of the directors, and Christine, that soloist.
Christine.
My God.
Rosetta Davis.
Yeah.
She just
Storm is passed.
yeah. Remember that.
Yeah. And then thank you for again, Lavelle Nero. Before he started Magic, he used to be choir director and choir member. All these guys with great backgrounds. Yes.
Let me see.
And then out on the West Coast, you had so many different groups to come out of LA, and I'm trying to think what was Kenny's name that played for Reverend James Cleveland.
Kenny Robertson.
He did his signature piano work. Jesus is the best thing that could ever happen to me.
This guy that led a song, "Oh, the sun will shine on the mountain, just wait."
Well, if you don't know his name, I don't know it.
Yeah, but I can visualize him.
You're doing like me now. You having a moment. I can't. You'll see that.
You can go ahead and say a moment, but his name would be mentioned, but I just remember how he sung that.
Yeah, and then we can't forget Reverend Daryl Coley.
Yeah.
Okay, no, Lord, no.
And we can't forget Carol Antrim.
Yeah.
Songwriter, phenomenal songwriter.
Joe.
Kim Burrell.
Yes, Kim Burrell. Okay, we can't forget how Kurt started.
Yeah,
Kurt
Franklin called his name.
Yeah.
There's so many of them, and then of course now it's been a change in the guard, but can't forget the last minister of music, Church of God in Christ, Julia, what's her name? I forgot her name already.
Joyce, McAllister.
Yeah, Judith McAllister.
Judith McAllister, Iris Stevenson.
Yeah, Iris Stevenson.
Yeah, Iris Stevenson. Yeah.
Up there in that area. And
You just lost Joyce Rogers.
yeah. And then out east, you had so many musicians. I mean, oh my God.
What's
James Hall is
Yes.
a phenomenal
Oh.
musician and songwriter. I mean,
Yes.
Kevin,
yeah, he takes the and
Cam, another songwriter within worship and praise. Melvin Crispell.
Bruh, your girls up in Saginaw, Risen.
yeah, go back to Melvin. Yeah, Melvin, even his son. Yeah. We
Melvin Crispell. He was a songwriter for James Hall in worship and praise. So
yeah, and he did a lot for Hezekiah too.
sure did.
Hezekiah Walker.
Wonderful.
B. Michael McKay.
Yes.
B. Michael McKay. Lord.
Thank you,
Yolanda
Well, you got off my hit list now. Bringing his name up. Yeah, the one and only. The Potter wants to put you back together again. The one and only V. Michael McKay. L. Stanley Davis, Chicago. Ramon Perry,
Yes.
Chicago.
That's out of
Chicago.
ECC.
Yeah. Our Chicago connection. And I'm trying to think of my boy's name. Lord, help me. We see each other almost every year. Play for Maceo Woods. Great organist. Raymond Hinton's supposed to be on here helping me remember these names. Yeah. But these guys are just awesome. And we want to give them an honorable mention.
Bruh,
And,
Bishop, won't you a little short, just give the young guys, people that are listening to us, wonder how did we get where we got? Let explain to them how the Lord just happened to put you at the right place. You didn't, be all this like a bag of chips. But the thing is, you stayed humble and God opened doors. So all the musicians that are listening to us, choir directors and soloists, the Bible said your gift should make room for you. And we stuck by that. Most of the musicians that he's called, that I know the ones in Detroit, most of us have lived by our musical gift.
Mm-hmm.
We have lived by our musical. We didn't take it as a gig, as they say now.
I
We
don't
did-
do gigs. I don't do
We did
gigs.
not say
Yeah.
a gig, like they say, "Now I got a gig."
yeah.
We did
Well,
not
let
say
me
that.
get these names in. Let me get these names because they
Okay.
Julius Dix, thank you. Benny Cummings,
Yeah.
Yes.
William Hamilton, songwriter, Dr. Jimmy Abington, thank you.
Yes.
Some of these names we already got, so I'm skipping through them. Thank you all, because we don't want to be redundant and repeat over and over again. But yeah, I appreciate that, and I really want to reserve that. I was hoping Pastor Stanfield had got in. I know this was official day, and he had to be on call at the service today. But I mean, when you had people like Fred Auntie to play for and Charles Nixon, I mean, I can go back and just give a whole
Yes.
synopsis of what it was like. But my whole thing now with musicians is your gift will make room for you.
And bring you before a great man.
Yeah, you don't have to push your way, just stay humble. And that's one of the problems I'm having with this generation. A lot of them don't have teachable spirits. They're not
No.
open to constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And the brothers that you see on here now, and so many others, if we can't help you, we're not gonna hurt you. You know?
Absolutely.
And if we say something, it's only to help you be better. I don't know how any of these musicians, like a lot of folk, oh, Tommy this, Tommy that. But some of y'all that talk all that, y'all couldn't have stood under Tommy's teaching
No.
because you're so
Oh,
fragile. You're
yes.
so temperamental and your feelings are like tissue paper. Yes, he was the maestro, but he was an instructor. He was a
Yes, he
mentor.
was.
And he didn't take no stuff. So y'all, be careful what you wish for. I tell people.
Yeah, because when I first met Tommy, I was in college. And he told me specifically what he wanted me to learn. I was a music ed major in college. When I first met him, he was in Cincinnati, Ohio for GMWA. And then we would just talk, we exchanged numbers. And he heard me play. And when he got to a point whereby he would say, well, David, we're going to be a special guest for Cosmopolitan Church of Prayer pre-Memorial Day musical. Would you like to play along with me?
Yeah.
And I was like, I jumped out of my skin because you all know, he would audition people for the company. He would audition, and he just asked me without an audition. And I'm just telling the truth, y'all. And I count this a privilege to have played along with him in Chicago, then over in Flint, then over in Battle Creek, then over in New Orleans. And I thank God for that. I really do.
Yeah.
For the door that was open for me to be such a great person like him. I mean that. I mean that.
Let me mention who's been the past presiding bishop of the Pentecostal Assemblies of the World, great drummer and pastor now, the Great Grace Temple, the City of David. Bishop Charles Ellis was a drummer for Donald Corlears and drummer at his church.
All right.
And we mentioned his sister, Teresa Ellis Liddell, great minister of music and choir director, and the present minister of music, Elder Dorico Lloyd.
Yes.
Who just so instrumental in keeping that Detroit sound, as they call it. We all claim that Detroit sound because we're from Detroit, but we want to honor them today as well.
Absolutely.
And all of the current musician staff at Greater Grace. And we want to honor our brother, Terrence Hurd, who's been ill, but we remember him today. Great musician. I had the privilege, my first time working with him on the State of Michigan Full Gospel Baptist Church Fellowship Project. He played bass and keyboard. So we're remembering him today and praying for him continually, and all of our musicians that might be experiencing sickness or illness, and especially those who are experiencing for the first time grief because of the loss of a loved one, and those musicians who we know have gone on to be with the Lord.
Yes.
I mean, we can't forget them. So we still calling names. We got there, but you all been so kind in the comment section. We got a lot of these names on our list, so thank you for helping us. Andre Felton, thank you, Elder Pastor Willis, and thank you, Lavelle. Antoine Pete, that's my boy. Thank you for reminding us as we calling all of these names and remembering them. Yeah, we've already got Volley Craig in. We can't forget. And all of the great directors. And but let's go back to singers, because we, all of us have had the privilege, I believe, to be honored to play for some phenomenal singers and choirs and soloists. A lot of people talk about St. James, but my first coming out the gate was with the Voices of Tabernacle.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell that story, and we'll keep calling names. Y'all think of some more names before we get ready to go. But we learned God has smiled on me in the studio.
In the studio.
Reverend Cleveland taught it in the studio.
He had recorded it.
They went over it a couple of times and then recorded it. And of course, that y'all know the history, that album went gold. You know, we learned that in United Sounds studio. Thank God we were there to witness a master at work in the studio.
He did the same thing
And
with,
it
with
became-
the
Yeah,
Majestics. He did the same thing. Lord help me to hold out.
yeah. All right, thank you, Yvonne Denise Scott, her cousin, Darlene Gray and William Henry Gray. And then, of course, Songbird, Bernadine Harris. My God, we can't forget old Bern. And then we remember Bishop Charlie Green, all of those singers that were with Herman Harris. Blessing to you today. And then our brother, we're gonna put B Love in there, Brian B Love Watkins. We remember him today and thank him for all of his musical contribution to gospel music. And all of these great soloists that we're talking about. When I was growing up, they would come by our church on Sunday night. I mean, I didn't know who these people were, but it was like that was the stomping ground back in the 70s, early late 60s, and when we were kids, babies running around. And but thank God for that experience. And so out of that, the Golden Twins, the Golden Brothers, they were singers and would come by. And I mentioned Bishop Paul Lawson, how they would come by. And then we had our fellowship. Yes, thank you, Michelle. Lateria Wooten.
Yeah.
One of the singingest women we know. Met her at the United House of Jeremiah Church. And we remember her today.
Darlene and Sarah.
Yeah, Darlene, Bell and Sarah. We remember them, who was so instrumental in working with our music department years and years ago. And Greg, we got to mention our brother in Atlanta, Bishop John Lewis.
Yes, Bishop
I was
Lewis.
hoping he was going to chime in because he knows names and history from way back. We remember Bishop Lewis for all that he did with a lot of churches across the city of Detroit. Bishop Victor Beauchamp.
Oh, yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
Blessings to you, man of God. We remember all of your contributions. He worked with so many artists. And then another singer, LaWanda Nero Butler.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was a part of the Detroit fabric for many years and putting out hit after hit after hit. So we can't forget these people. Carl B. Phillips.
Yes.
Amen. Thank God for what he's doing with his ministry. And then I just heard of a new release by Dr. Kim Whitsett. We
Yes,
got a new
sir.
single out.
Yes.
Dr. Kim Whitsett. And then my brother, Michael McNeil.
I remember him. Yeah.
This is another Michael McNeil. There was one Michael McNeil that sung with the Corliss, and there's another Michael McNeil who's still here, who was a part of our church, Revival Tabernacle, and then later second Ebenezer. And then of course, Pastor Derek Brinkley. Thank you, Lavelle. And
Derek Blank.
come on now, we gotta talk about your boys, Lavelle, Young Men for Christ. And then the phenomenon, Detroit Youth Choir, Brother Anthony White, and what they're doing historically with gospel music and doing so much for the country, for our city. And so many. The new pastor, congratulations, Pastor Charles Laster. blessings to you, man of God. He's taking over from his dad over on Warren Avenue, right here in the city of Detroit. So all of these guys, I hope we're not missing nobody, but we wanted to make sure we took a stab. Pastor Christopher Hale, great musician and pastor in our city. I'm going through making sure I don't miss nobody. And another soloist, Joyce Holman. Blessings to you and all that you do for gospel music and the preservation of it. There's so
Brother
many
Kenny
people
Wells.
we don't say it
Brother
again.
Kenny Wells. Brother Kenny Wells. Stir up the
Yeah, Elder Kenneth Wells.
Sherry Robinson.
Yeah, Kenneth. I said Kenneth Alexander, Kenneth Wilson. Say it again.
You got Sherry Robinson.
Sherry Robinson.
Come out of the New Revelation with Kenny Wells. Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
All right. All right. Yeah, and we mentioned you mentioned Risen, but Aaron Lewis, who is becoming a sought after producer, and of course we can't get out of here without mentioning our own Pastor Larry Callahan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Servant of God, and it's so many groups that I'm learning as I go, new groups that are coming out and making their mark in gospel music. And we want you to know that you are appreciated and loved. Then I got to give shout out to the memory of Laval Lacey, who started the group.
International Gospel Music Coalition.
Yeah, he was one of the visionaries of that. And I talked to Laval when he first started it. So we remember Laval today as well.
Yeah, I'm in this other musicians union now under the leadership of, he's in Chicago, Clarence Blair.
All right.
Clarence Blair. He's like another one of those musicians in Chicago. So I don't know if you mentioned him.
We ever give a shout out to one of ours. We did mention Dr. Tony Booker and Booker Production.
Yeah, Tony Booker and Booker Productions. Thank you, Laval. Dr. We got David Whitfield, and Whitfield Productions.
Yes.
Mary Alexander and the Impressions and the Sounds of Amani.
Yes,
and we're going way back, remembering Howard Lemon and the Howard Lemon Singers.
Yes, sir.
My. Y'all doing okay, jumping in there. And then we've got thank you, Queer Coleman Ward, great musician. And I'm trying to think of it's a couple of other musicians that I'm missing. We got Beverly Glenn.
Elwood Bundy.
Elwood, we remember, say it again.
Elwood played for Lucille Lemons. Elwood Bundy.
Elwood, yes, played for the Living Gospel Singers. And then the memory, we remember Elmo Hughes.
Yes.
That was at Messiah Baptist Church. And John Reese from Messiah Baptist Church. And
Miss Finches.
Yeah.
The bass player that was up under James Cleveland, I think his first name was Bruce.
Bruce. Yeah, we remember Bruce, the bass player.
Yeah.
And thank you for mentioning Brooksy Fentress from Dexter Avenue.
Yes.
Baptist Church. Pierce Oates. Bless you, man. One of the musicians. He loves St. James. Bless you, Pierce.
This guy was a bass player. He used to be at GMWA, a known bass guitarist. Can't remember him.
Yeah, and then we've got let's remember in prayer, Brother Richie King.
Yes.
One of the musicians in our city, and then hey, Brother Rick Thrasher, my boy. Oh, Rick, another director, Robert Cotton. Robert
Yeah.
Mitchell.
Okay.
And then we mentioned, let's mention Sean Ginyard, Robin Ginyard, of the Ginyard Singers,
Carla Show. Carla Show.
Carla Shobe. Yeah,
When you
we,
mentioned Ginyard, was his father Barry S. Ginyard?
I think that was the uncle. Yeah.
Okay. I remember Barry S. Ginyard. He was a
Yeah.
known.
And let's Sandra Spencer. Yeah, Bethel Baptist Church East. Sandra Spencer.
Yes.
And then
You got Sheila's sister from Second Canaan.
I
Sheila
called her
older sister.
Beverly Johnson. I called her.
Okay, it's good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, listen, you all have been so great. And I'm going back to Texas. Shannon Davis used to be here, played for Bishop Murphy. Bless you, Shannon. He's in Texas now and doing well. I'm missing somebody. I don't want to miss nobody if I can help it.
Yolanda Adams.
Yolanda Adams, thank you.
Come and go with me. Who wrote that song? Troy.
And then let's go
I
over
did.
to
I
You
wrote
did.
that for her.
You told me about that. Sure did.
go over to East Lake Baptist Church. Stanley Thompson used to be great director there years ago.
All right.
And then Stephanie J. Pride, singer phenomenal. Blessings to you.
Mhm.
And then of course, to a directing, I call them a power couple, Jeannie Connor Fontanet and Dr. Dwight Fontenot. Blessings to you all. Tangi Lucas, blessings to you, singer. And listen, y'all, we need another day. Telling you, we need another day. Thank you, Connie Jones. Darius Washington, Great Emmanuel Temple Church of Deliverance. Thank you so
brother,
much.
we forgot to even late Bishop Rand Salad.
Bishop
Ram.
Rance Allen, yeah.
Ram. Yes. One of the most beautiful folks I've ever heard in my life.
And Ursula Boyd, another Detroit female musician who is great. Val McHugh.
Yes.
Was there a drummer? Was there a woman drummer that played for St. James?
Yeah, I call her Stephanie Cofield. Stephanie Cofield.
Yeah.
We got her in. And we pay tribute to the Mount Zion Baptist Church, the Walker Brothers, and of course the infamous Mary Wright, the director there, Ray Hunter, and so many musicians had been.
Amos Pope.
Amos Pope, yeah, we remember him. And all right, y'all done wore me out.
You wore yourself out more. You mentioned more names than I did. You mentioned a whole heap of.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
But that's all right.
Yeah. This has been a joy. And Peggy James,
Yes.
and her husband, Pastor
Her son can play too.
James.
Her son can play.
So many. Yeah, their son is coming along,
Yes.
and all of that. Wendell Pace. Listen, if I'm trying to wind it down and go out, but I'm trying to remember the names I might have left out. The Family Travelers, bless you all tonight, all the quartet groups that we haven't mentioned. Listen, y'all know we love y'all.
The Pennington Special.
Yeah, memory of them and all of some of everybody.
Michael Harrison won.
Yeah.
Michael Harrison won, and BJ, big guy.
And let me mention our boy out in the Inkster areas. Greg Eberhart,
Yes.
Yeah.
the Inkster Corliers.
Instant
Blessings
Corley.
to
I
you
used to
all,
help
and
them out at one given time. Yes.
also Alicia Turner Butler, solos out there. Bless all of you for your contribution
Yes.
to
Even
gospel music. Listen, this is
Fred
this is-
Butler, Fred
Huh?
Butler, Fred Butler.
yeah, Fred Butler, St. Paul, hear me.
Mhm.
This has been delightful, and then of course,
It has.
God, his name is on the tip of my tongue. I'm gonna look his name up because I don't want to forget him. He's pastoring now, and that's the next blessing. So many of the musicians the Lord has called into ministry, and it's such a blessing and a joy to see that. Pastor Nathaniel Edwards, yes, musician extraordinary as well.
Edward
So,
Davy, Pastor
yeah.
Edward Davy.
Pastor Ed, yep.
Reverend Larry Roberts out of Chicago.
Yeah, Larry Roberts out of Chicago, and Larry Edwards, director here, a soloist and singer. Oh yeah, this has been truly delightful. And of course, we mentioned the Reverend Nathan Johnson from Tabernacle. And our brother, Pastor Greater Burnett, our Patrick Johnson, bless
Yeah.
you, man of God, and Bishop Ricardo Tate and his
Yeah.
son David Tate and Daryl Tate and everybody that's doing something musically in this hour. Listen, I appreciate you all hanging with us. And then, of course, the singers, Michael Jones, blessings to you today over at Bishop Michael Jones' son. And listen, this has been delightful and it's been enlightening. So listen, you all, we'll have to convene another day,
Yeah.
another time. So just listen out for when we want to do some things special. We're going to keep you all in mind. And so to my brother also in Akron, Ohio, Pastor Mark Tony Ward, great singer. And to my little sis, Marla Larkin, bless you today and tonight. And who else am I missing? I'm missing somebody. But listen, y'all count it to our head, not my heart. We're trying to make sure we get everybody in before we sign off. But we got this documented. It's a good history lesson. Thank you, Harold Watson. As a name we should have mentioned. And we thank you for that late entry. Steve Thompson. All right. Letitia.
Ed Murray, Ed Murray at Holy Cross.
Steve Roberts out of Hayward, California.
Okay, Steve Roberts, thank you.
You
Thank
know,
you.
I own, like I said, I own Ed Murray from Holy Cross.
Or Ed Murray from Holy Cross Baptist
Remember
Church.
Holy Cross.
And
Greg,
and Ann Murray too.
Right.
And Troy, he played the organ, but he was a prophet, Prophet Bobby Dawson.
Yeah.
Probably right. My
Yeah,
brother
he did
Kenny
play the
Troy.
organ.
My brother Kenny Troy.
And let's remember the late Horace Lindsay.
Oh yes.
That name was familiar, yeah.
Martha Weatherford. Oh,
Marvin Weatherford. They
Yes.
used to sing with the Hal Smith Majestics and also
Yeah.
Russell Street Baptist Church.
Yes.
Now I know we've dated ourselves in a way because some of these names y'all probably had never heard of. Don't know.
Arthur Didale. You remember Arthur Didale? Church of Our
Yeah.
Prayer.
So we thank you all for your indulgence and your patience and just lending an ear. But I just think it's nice to be nice, and for all of those that's gone before all of us and have tread the way and done so much for our foundation. We just wanted to call the roll as best we could, and you still got time. If we missed anybody's name, then shoot it to us right quick, and we will remember it. And Anthony Stokes used to be one of our drummers too, you know,
Yeah.
back in the day. Oh, yes.
It's the name of that bass player.
Yeah, but this has been powerful and it's been exciting. And thank you all for sharing, because there'd been no way we could have remembered everybody in all of the names that you all that came in the comment section and contributed. We certainly appreciate all that you have done to make this whole thing possible and to help make it make sense, because we are because they were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gone on before us. You
Yes.
know, some of them didn't even get paid for playing, and now we getting paid, you know.
They
And
got paid. They didn't get paid. they
For a
got
while, for a long while.
yeah, they didn't have Facebook and YouTube and all this. Oh, let me mention, I can't forget my brother, Butch Cannon,
paid.
Reverend
Yes,
Butch
yes,
Cannon,
yes.
back in Detroit. Thank him today for his contribution, and also Dwight Trammell, who used to be one of the drummers at St. James. He's bishop now, and also Ted Thomas. We remember Ted Thomas, who was a drummer who passed not long ago. Ted Thomas was one of our drummers at St. James as well. And to some of our younger brothers, and Carlos Whitlow, bless you, man, and congratulations. Derek Starks,
Yes.
bless you.
Derek Starks,
Derek
yeah.
Starks, a great writer, songwriter. Thank you for all that you do for gospel music. And somebody I'm missing, but I don't want to leave till I grab their name.
Larry Edwards.
Yeah, all of these guys are doing so much now, and the new singers that are on the scene that are contributing so much. You are a blessing to the body of Christ, and we support you, and we want you to know that we're praying with you and for you, and anything you need that we can do, you know, myself personally, and all of us, Fellowship of Music and Arts. Listen, we here.
Absolutely.
We can make it happen.
Absolutely.
We can make it work. Trust me.
Absolutely.
That's what we're all about. Sharing is caring, and we do care about what we do and how we do it. And so we want you to know we're with you beyond a shadow of a doubt. Somebody else's name. Oh, I forgot to call Reverend Raymond Davis. Reverend Raymond Davis, great musician and pastor. And then Rodriguez Linson. Yeah, the bishop, as they call him. Rodriguez, thank you, man, for all that you do.
Yes, I remember him.
In music ministry. Yes, yes. Some of these are the ones that are taking the music on and continuing the legacy. So we appreciate all that you guys do. And if I didn't call your name, I didn't have your name.
Absolutely.
And, I was hoping that somebody like, well, Pastor didn't make it, Pastor Stanfield, he didn't get on, but I was hoping for
Raymond.
Robert get on, somebody, Damian Brown, somebody help me with some of these names of some of the younger generation. I see them, but I don't know them personally by name. But we're gonna get to know you. We're gonna have a forum where we can meet and greet, even if it's on Zoom, or we're gonna get together some kind of way. We have to social distance and communicate. But this has been enjoyable. Let me see, it's going on 9 o'clock. That's long enough, my God. We have stretched you all's patience. And so we thank you all. And if you all missed it, some of the names that you're calling, that you're putting, I think we've we've called them already. Bless you, Scott, for chiming in. Oh, Juliet Cooper and
Yes.
Juliet Cooper, yes.
yeah, and all those great soloists, Scott Mansour, and who else?
Can we pray for Larry Edwards? For what I understood, he had a stroke a while back.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, yes. So this has been tremendous. It's been great, and we'll come back around. Now June is coming, Black Music Month, and we'll perhaps do something special for June. And we're going to start back up with Spotlight on music real soon. And so we're right now still doing our Friday nights at 9 p.m. You'll hear more about that, but and we'll take some time to honor and to make mention of all you who do so much for us. Staffy Blakely, that's who I was looking for. Evangelist Staffy, bless you tonight.
Yes.
And all that you do. And it was somebody else that I meant to mention, but listen, we'll get you all. Thank you all for sharing with us tonight. And we're looking forward to the Lord blessing all of your music ministries and taking you higher and further to do more for the kingdom. And we just want you to know that God can do anything but fail.
Yes, sir.
He doesn't know how to do it further.
Your music ministry serious. Remember, you are a minstrel, you are a minister of music. It's not a gig, it's ministry.
No, thank you.
It's not a gig, it's ministry. And listen, pray that God will give you the songs, the melody, and the lyrics, and pray that God will give you longevity. There's some of us who've been around for a while, and that's why we can tell you from experience, just stay humble. You don't have to fight your way. This is not competition. We're not in competition about
grace is not given to the swift nor the bad to the strong.
Who plays the best chords. It's not even about that. Because if all of us played Pass Me Not, a Gentle Savior, we all gonna play a chord that sounded like somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all might as well get over yourself. Get over yourself, and just be true to the music. Be true to the Holy Spirit. And
Amen.
let God use you.
Yes.
Because it's enough work out here for all of us. There's not enough anointed musicians for all of the venues that need the anointing.
Mm-hmm.
I need to say that again. There's not enough places or not enough musicians for all the places that need the anointing that's on your life. So guard it with your life.
Yeah.
Take care of the anointing.
Yes.
Be stewards.
And
be stewards.
Thank you. Thank you, David. Be good stewards.
Yes.
Over what God has given you.
Amen.
And God will bless it, and he will do exceedingly
and abundantly
above all that you ask or think.
According to the power that worketh in you.
According to the power that work within you. So the thing that God's begun in you, he's going to take it on to completion. So don't worry about it. God will bless you, that your gift will make room for you.
Yes, sir.
We bless you with that tonight. And I am so thankful. Thank you, David, for hanging out with us tonight. And
yes, I thank God for
this
you.
worthwhile.
I don't think nothing else to you and Gregory and Rudy. I already told Rudy, I appreciate you three. I got a picture of you three, and every time I look at it, I said, yeah. These people paved the way for us. Because when I first met Tommy and the rest of these Detroit and other cities and other states in which I appreciate that got me where I am today. The Lord has blessed me. I got an organ, I got an upright piano, I got 2 or 3 keyboards in my house. I teach, I want to let y'all know, I teach theory. I teach keyboard theory. And
All right.
and I teach these musicians that want to start out, not only just to learn how to play for a church, but to be a disciple, a minstrel for
Yeah.
God. You know, that's what it's all about.
Great,
I'm
great.
sure.
Well, thank you all. Bless you, bro.
Love you,
And,
man.
we'll talk. We'll be in touch. And all of you that jumped in the comment section, want you to know how much we appreciate you. Now follow us. Now listen, if you're not a member of the Fellowship of Music and Arts, go there to our page and ask to become a member. It don't cost you nothing, so that we can approve you in. We do that because we just can't let any and everything from all over the world of people be trying to post stuff that ain't got nothing to do with music or the gospel. So join us and become a part of the family. And of course, hit the notification bell anytime we go live. And then subscribe to our YouTube channel and go there and watch all of the interviews that we have there for your enjoyment. So thank you all. We're praying with you. We're praying for you. And it is my prayer that God will give you as far as you can see.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you're living above sea level where you can see what God wants you to have. Blessings to you. I command the blessings of the Lord to overtake you. That is my prayer. God bless you.
God bless you. Bless you all. Love you.